My ball now is a big ball. It's about 10 centimeters in diameter. Well, what about this big ball? We just have to make it bigger accordingly. It is to add needles about to the 7th line. That is, add a needle every 5 short needles. So here we are at line 5. Okay, 5th line. We're going to set up a needle. Start doing the 6th line. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. Now it's line 6. The 6th line is 2 short needles, 1 short needle plus needle. On the 2 short needles, that's 1 cycle. Loop like this 8 times. Okay, the first cycle has 1 short needle and 2 short needles. The third needle hook is a short needle plus a needle. The fourth needle is the short needle. The fifth needle is also a short needle. Okay, so this cycle is ticked. Demonstrate again. 1 short needle, 2 short needles. Next, short needle plus needle. Another short needle. Another short needle. That's it. 2 loops. Go through the whole circle like this. After the 6th lap, just like the first needle missed this V shape, make a pull connection and tighten it. Start doing 2 turns of the uplift needle. The 7th circle also needs to add needles. This circle is 5 short needles, 1 short needle plus needles. First short needle, second needle mesh short needle. The third stitch continues to be short. Fourth needle short needle. Fifth needle short needle. Okay, I finished 5 stitches. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 V shapes. Then the next needle, short needle, add needle. This is the first cycle. Second cycle, short needles, 2 short needles, 3 short needles. 4 short needles, 5 short needles. Okay. Another short needle plus needle. The second cycle is done. You do it like this. Okay, I've now done the 7th lap. And now we're adding needles and it's over. The next 15 lines must be hooked without reducing the short needle. That is to say, lines 8 to 22 are not. And subtracted short needles. It is to hook short needles in each needle. Each line is large. Each row is 56 short needles. Now I'm done. Line 22 is ticked. You can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90. 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 22, 1, 2, 2. Exactly 22 lines. And now it's a ball. Ball shaped, and we're going to jam this big ball in here. After stuffing it in, try to smooth it out. Fit to the surface of this ball. Okay, pretty much. And then on lap 10, lap 23. We're going to start doing needle reduction. And lap 23. Yes, hook 5 short needles. Then a reduced needle. Okay, 5 short needles. This is written off on the sphere. Be more patient. 1 short needle. 2. 3. 4. 5. 5 short needles. After the hook is done, next, you need to hook a reducing needle. The hook method of reducing the needle. First pick up the outer lateral braid of this stitch. And then next, pick up the next pin in the lateral braid. Now there are 3 coils on the crochet. Winding hooks out the first 2 coils. Then wrap the wire to hook out the back 2 coils. Such a short needle reduction is done. We move on to the second cycle. A short needle. 2 short needles. 3, 4, 5. 5 short needles. After that, continue with a short needle reduction. Hook up the outer braids of 2 adjacent short needles. Then the winding hooks out the first 2 coils. Then wrap the wire to hook out the back 2 coils. That completes the 2 cycles. Like this, we finish this circle. Okay, we're done now. Turn 23 has the pull connection and uplift pin ready. Start ticking lap 24. 24 laps is on. 2 short needles, a short needle, reduce the needle and then 2 short needles, loop like this. Okay, let's do that. A short needle. 2 short needles. And then the third needle. We hook a short needle, reducing needles pick up the outer braids of 2 adjacent needles. The wire is drawn across these 2 coils. Then the wire is wound and dragged across the back 2 coils. Then hook a short needle. Two short needles. So we're done with the first loop. Bend the circle like this. Okay, how about now? We're done. Lap 24 is this cycle of 4 short needles and 1 reduced needle. Start hooking the 5th turn. Is the standing pin already set up? What about the 5th lap? Yes, a lap 25. 25 laps is to hook 3 short needles. 1 short needle reduced needle. Three short needles. Then hook a reducing needle. Pick up the outer half braids of 2 adjacent needles. The wire is wound through these 2 coils. Winding goes through the back 2 coils. It's a cycle. You do it like this. Okay, after 25 laps, is this mouse getting tighter and tighter? So be careful. Now we are going to follow the first stitch 25 laps. Make a pull connection for the first pin. The pull should be tightened a little. Then another stand-up pin starts doing turn 26. Lap 26 is a short needle and a reduced needle. Another short needle. Loop like this. Okay, the first needle, the short needle. Second needle mesh reduced needle. Pick up the outer braids of 2 adjacent needles. The wire is drawn across these 2 coils. The winding pulls out the remaining 2 coils. Third needle. This should be regarded as the 4th needle mother. The 4th needle mother is also hooked with a short needle. Now this cycle is ticked. You do it like this. When this mouse is getting smaller and smaller, the harder it is to tighten this line. We can give it a stroke halfway through. But be careful too. Because of this plastic shell. Be careful to squish him. After adjusting to a more positive position, continue to do needle reduction. Okay, after lap 26. If you think this mouse, the collection is not particularly tight, there is still a lot of room. You can try to do a lap. Unabated short needles. Then make it a little smaller. Or this fabric. It's a little flexible. Let it stick. Stroke the sphere that clings tightly. Now we do the last lap. Take a short shot. The first shot, Ba short needles minus the first needle. Short needle reduced needle. Pick up the outer braids of two adjacent needles. Drag the wire out of the front two coils. Wrap and drag out the remaining two coils. A needle reduction is done. Second needle reduction. Third. Finish the circle like this. Okay, I hooked it like this. The last round of short stitches is over. Then stand up a needle. Cut. Then grow this thread into the needle head. After hiding the thread, cut off the excess thread. We wrapped the bow.